little now. Your head's grown more swollen than saffron, I dare say.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest.
A good day to you.
Come on, me. Pull your backs into it.
Our home, our livelihood. All with our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings around here, that's for sure.
Who better to ask?
Oh, a source hunter. Who better to ask?
Good on you. These boss men respect company. So what do they say?
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes. Honest for an honest day.
Be the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? You managed to drive him away? But what if he comes back? Are we destined to live in fear forever after? No, all my clothes are in fine condition, thanks. I've been going to the same tailor for years. Oh, yes, the Fabulous Five. Aren't they simply fantastic? I'm sure they'll get the job done in no time, especially with your expert hand lent to their cause. That machine Ahu built is an abomination. It must be stopped at all costs. I bet the wizard himself could provide some advice regarding how to destroy it. He's the mad scientist who crafted it after all.
Meow. Oh, golly gosh! One who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Sicile with the easy elegance of a puss with her tail in the air. I do declare such a sight is rather rare around here. But where are my manners? I am Maxine, and you must be one of those hunters one hears so much about. Charmed, I'm sure. But of course, darling. Be my guest. Oh, my golly gumdrops, he did what? The nerve of the man. I knew he was hard of hearing and soft of wit, but this is a new low even for him. Oh, do calm down, Maxine. Compose yourself. Envision a calm ocean filled so plentifully with fish they positively flounder on the beach. There we are. Indignation has been dispelled. No longer do I care that booby of a mare called me the C word. A nervous twitch suddenly makes Maxine's whiskers wiggle. I don't care in the least.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? No, all my clothes are in fine condition, thanks. Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes, of course. Now I remember. Well, I'm sure the facts will prove me innocent. Keep investigating. You'll see for yourselves in time. Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? Oh, you mean the mongrel that's always skulking about the place. I spent months trying to teach that worthless hound how to fetch, and it sat through every lesson looking at me as if I were an idiot. Man's best friend, my eye. I've always been more fond of cats myself.
How fares your first quest, hero and hunter? You found new recruits already? Efficient. Proactive. Oh, I like that. Send them to me and I'll sign them up. And of course, since they're your recruits, you'll get a share of every assignment they complete. Isn't that just fabulous? You're to hunt down the automaton in the cave, remember? Oh, I had so hoped I could join you on this death-defying quest. But alas, it is my task to stay behind and look for others who might be worthy of the title of knight. That is what the Fabulous Five expect of me, and upon their expectations I must and shall deliver.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Now it in. He drove it straight to the pub and back. Oh, and don't
Oh, a
forget
source
the
Have you
hunter.
found us a job yet? We'll take any. The Fabulous Five, eh? That sounds like just the right opportunity for three brawny buccaneers like us. We'll go right away. Thanks.
That orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feddle's carriage for a joyride?
Knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub and back.
Yes, sir. Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yussel Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Siseal's ramparts.
Rest in peace, darling.
Back on my feet again.
Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Blossius. Cool your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones!
Oh, for the love of Grognar. Tread lightly, will ya? Any sudden movement is liable to give Blossius there a heart attack. Or, you know, a rib attack. Well, who we are now is certainly different from who we used to be. We were elite soldiers, Blossius and I. 2 troops in a regiment of Selenia's finest guards. We agreed to inspect this church. Selenia had an inkling the undead outbreak might have started here, and while we never completed our mission, I'm certain she was right. Near the bridge just behind us, an undead monstrosity has made its own hellscape around a shrine of bones used for gods know what terrible purpose. Perhaps to control each of the ghouls that haunt these lands. Same as what happened to us. Partly, anyhow. We were lost trying to gain ground against the Molten Devil King presiding over the courtyard behind us. One of our soldiers ingeniously applied a piece of equipment to the ground, clearing a temporary path through the lava. Her plan seemed to work and we made progress into the Hellbeast's arena, but soon we were too far in with no way out. I've never felt heat like that before, Source Hunter. I've never felt fire in and through my skin, my sinews. And then we were all of us little more than bones. But it was only Blossius and I whose souls awoke in our skeletons once more. The rest remain where they collapsed. The Legion's best skilled fighters, burnt bones beneath a broken turnip cart.
Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Blossius. Cool your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones!
Oh, for the love of Grognar.
Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Blossius. Cool your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones!
Oh, for the love of Grognar.
Warm as dragon's breath.
Did you hear that?
Just the wind, Lossius. Call your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones.
Oh, for the love of Grosvenor.
Did you hear that?
Just the wind, Lossius. Call your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog hungry for bones? My bones.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
I could do with a cold drink.
One of us. The fire beckons! In the burning legion calls!
May the 13 winds pulverize you.
You must suffer. You must burn clean. You must suffer. You must burn clean. The flames will make you pure.
Cutting it fine!
You must suffer. You must burn clean. The burning legion embraces you. The flames will cleanse your sin.
Sweet relief.
Seven, aid me!
May I be valiant as the lion of summer.
I can see the white light.
The flames will make you pure! The burning legion embraces you!
We must douse these flames!
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Whirlwind!
I can see the white light.
Did you hear that?
It's just the wind, Blossius. Cool your boots.
Since when does the wind sound the same as a stray dog?
Limiting laceration!
Your grave opens to welcome you! Take another shot!
No glory in this death. My heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
With surgical precision, one cut is often enough.
For Rivilon! Meet your demise! Charge of the champion!
Precise incision!
unleash a whirlwind of destruction.
The Seven call me home.
Healer!
Seven, have mercy on your soul.
May the Seven keep you.
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
Oh, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah.
Nemrys is the greatest philosopher in the land, you know. I'd give me left whiskers to be half as smart as him.
Oh, fancy.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
What? Oh, it's you! What news?
Hello again, adventurer. I hope you wipe those muddy boots. Oh, he's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism adventuring and endlessly worrying my poor mind. Oh, but of course, I've always loved that scamp to bits. For my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with Captain Orius now and then. But then those blasted Fabulous Five came into town. That band of... I don't even know what to call them. Well, they're his heroes, and I simply couldn't prevent him from going to see them. That one meeting was all it took for Tom to run off with them on some mission to God knows where.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for.
A brief history of sorcery still have Turja get a friend.
Most promising. Demonology for dumbbells.
Place this book here. A volume
I
of
need
poetry
something
among
more
novels.
advanced.
Urak.
The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And a first edition too. Most promising.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for.
A volume of
Is there no
poetry
new
among
book
novels?
to be discovered in this
Urak.
library?
What mayhem.
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Kejdenor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh, I need something more advanced. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem.
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak!
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library? No, this isn't the grimoire
The knight
I'm
in
looking
see-through
for.
armor?
The
Princess
Pseudomonarchia
Buttercup with the
Daemonum.
blushing
And the
bottom?
first edition too. Most promising.
Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Who placed this
No,
book here?
this isn't the
A volume of
grimoire
poetry
I'm looking
among
for.
novels?
Is there no
Urak!
new book to be
Mayhem.
discovered in this library? The Source Hunter. Have you come to your senses? Have you changed your mind? Are you ready to join forces? I would tell you my reasons.
You call to Wolgraff. He awaits your query. Wolgraff gives a curt, disgruntled nod, and with a gesture that suggests the drinking out of a mug of ale, he seems to indicate he'll be at the King Crab Inn, should you change your mind.
First edition too. Most promising. The Source Hunter. Why, simply because you hunt Source, and I, Jehan, hunt demons. You are aware, of course, that quite often both of these pests frequent the same shadowy pools of infamy. Now, I hate what I hunt, but I respect its cunning. Should I not, I'd have been decimated, body and soul, long since. This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. Let there be strength in cunning, yes, but also in numbers.
The calculus of wizardry I offer you. The might of the magician's mastermind. On one condition. That on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic entities, no matter how tempting their propositions. Give me your word on this, and I'll weave you spells.
Very well. There will be no deals with demons.
Agreed. Nothing good ever came from bargaining with those devils anyway.
Most gratifying. I see you are firm of purpose, and thereby ready to descend. Descend into the madness that is sorcery. Into the depths where demons dance. Gladly shall I follow you into the abyss. Onward, blood and triumph await.
The knight in see-through armour, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Sterntecken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urrak! What mayhem! Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Then a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Red and orange, yellow and...
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius. She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, screech woman. The beast speaks, so you've half a brain behind that feral maul, have you? The cretin's question.
Ah, the source hunter. Oh, if you must. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. By all means. And what might those be? One of them failed? Who is the mongrel that dares to question my engineering expertise? I take it the mutt in question was referring to the Sparkmaster 5000. It isn't failing, it just became... well, it became self-aware. Frightfully annoying when that happens. You know what? Here's the remote access device with which I used to control it. There's a manual for that somewhere around here, too. Yours, if you can find it. I really should invite Victoria one of these days, so she can help me organize my mess of a library. Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline and the engineering skills of a human. You basically construct a classic ballista, add a 100% legally obtained self-regenerating source of destructive magic to it, and Bobcat's your uncle.
Before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking?
Sir,
I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, if you must.
case you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, Screech woman. The beast speaks, so you've half a brain behind that feral maul, have you?
The cretin's question crossed her lips and ached an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Furious. You'll only encourage it.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Syceel's ramparts.
Eternal silence awaits you!
Valiant dash!
I'm fading fast.
That ought to hurt. As good as a new penny.
I can see the white light.
Seven, have mercy on your soul. Please assist me, friends!
Well, 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 what have we here? A wee wanderer wandering after a wonderful wishing well? I'm Walter Wellington McWishingwell. Well met. Won't you call me Wally, though? It was that my brother William, why he was a winsome well, would hand out wishes with me, but he's since been whisked off to somewhere wild and wintry, and poor Wally's been left to whinge and wax all by his onesie. Oh, my poor wayward William. He was snatched away by the wicked Winter King and whisked into a wild world of whirling snow. I wonder, would you be willing to take a whack at bringing Willie back? I would weep wishes for weeks if I could see him again. I can teleport you to the Winterland right now. Well, you know where to find me. Would that I could. But without my dear brother, I'm a woeful wisp of my former wonderment. We work in tandem, you see, and Willie's always been stronger. He might manage to work alone, but I'm a weakling without him with me. I wish you well.
Here lies Madame M. Montgomery. Mourn her. The tomb of the unknown ambition. Lay your hopes to rest here. Here lies Cat Jones. Curiosity killed her, after all.
This seems to be broken.
Here lies Rocco. This is the last hole he filled. Here lies Lord Goldman, who lost his head to a literal-minded bridge troll.
I cannot endure this fiery agony!
Something toxic courses through my veins!
I'm fading. Fast.
Aha! I have company, I see. And it's such a delightfully opportune moment, too. I'm just about to conduct a small experiment, and if you have an interest in magic and science, you'll oblige me by taking part in it, will you not? I've laced this area with more than a few pernicious little friends who are simply bursting with the anticipation of supper. But they simply abhor uncooked meat, so you may find he'll want to char you before ripping out your throats. Now, your job is to put up a mite of resistance against your inevitable death. Sounds good, yes? Right then. On your mark, get set, go.
My heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
Aha! I have company, I'm just about out of laces. Now, your job... Right then. On your mark, get set, go!
No glory in this.
little help here?
Bless the seven. I am restored.
My life is ebbing away.
There's something to it, isn't there? This goes before the finest speaking witness hope for. The sights, the sounds, the chaos! Ah, who'd give all this up for oblivion?
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is.
About face! To the barracks!
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius! She bit me in the face!
How can I help you, my friend? But certainly. What would you like to know?
You don't think it's infected, do you? Sorry,
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Funny, Private?
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be
no,
disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not
Attention!
Have some pity.
You there! You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Thank the Seven, we've secured the perimeter.
He's a con man! Don't donate your time to that charlatan!
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Sicil, what you're made of. Apart from beer and flatulence.
He's a con
Have some
man.
pity.
Don't donate your time to that charlatan!
Wow. All right.
You there! You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
He's a con man! Don't donate your time to that charlatan!
Can you spare a coin?
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Sicil, what you're made of. Apart from beer and flatulence.
This is the finest show in the land! Illusionist! I said, 'tis I, Reginald the
Cruel
Illusionist!
fortune.
Well.
Come on! Come all!
This
Can't
is
you
the
hear the
finest
stage
show in the
calling
land.
you?
He's a con man! Don't donate your time to that charlatan!
Cruel fortune.
All right.
Come on! Come all! Can't
well.
you hear the stage calling you?
'Tis I, Reginald the Illusionist!
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Undead at every...
This town...
How gratifying to see you return. That I am. You wouldn't believe. Oh, but let us not discuss. Let us browse and barter.
Move along.
Praise be...
How gratifying to see that I am. You wouldn't. You have seen the punch on, perhaps? Yes.
You should be more careful, madam. I am a hunter, but as luck would have it, I'm not a zealot.
And neither am I. Be advised, though, not to give in to your inclinations. Other hunters may not be so forgiving.
Gods have mercy. I talked openly about sorcery in front of a source hunter. What a fool I am. Thank you, O compassionate soul that you are, to treat me so leniently. I never have and never will really dabble in sorcery. On that you have my word. On my life, I swear it. No need to worry, source hunter dearest. You'll find no sorcery here. Only honest-to-God's witchcraft. How gratifying. No need to worry, source hunt that I am. You wouldn't, but...
Leave me be, I've a job.
How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming... No need to worry, source hunter dearest. You'll find no sorcery that I am. I have spent more of my life on the road. You wouldn't believe some of the things I have seen.
I mustn't have used it correctly.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great!
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fry-up.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've got to my masters and I linger over long while writing my pipe.
Careful now.
Not in the mood for cheese. Their excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Feed a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
The Weaver's gaze goes through you.
I wonder, do you know more about the Void? What it is? What lies at the heart of it?
What lies at its heart? Why, nothing, of course. The great absence of all that even the gods cannot comprehend. It eludes us, like infinity, or the finality of tick-tocking time.
I am the last chest. The last chest. The last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it! Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me!
It shall be my pleasure, Sir Imp. I'll embroider it in the first volume of your all-encompassing... How might I serve our mission? Ask, and I shall answer, if I can. Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry, as yet. A hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though, for the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. I believe that Starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No, they will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old.
Good to see you. Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot! Wouldn't it just? Would that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide, but alas, such a booklet does not exist. Just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history, both in my writings and on the tapestry of time. From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient places of this world. Ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed, and consult with my agent. Neither do I, but the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies that it and the Void Dragon are natural enemies. This in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to decorate the shelter plane. It is both history and future history. It is all of time. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the Void. Now, isn't that a lovely mission? Oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine as long as no one skewers me with a sword, and even then I'll be back in a jiffy. But of course I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task that is. Not to mention how much stress that void out there is causing me. The end of time. I'll be out of a job. So, gather those starstones so that we may know the history that was lost. Know so that we must not repeat what leads us to this dangerous precipice, but do better and close the dark eye of the void forever. Lonesome, observing the frontier of creation, surfing the vibrant tide of the eons, always approaching yet never reaching shore. Lonesome, being privy to all that has been and all that is. Well, yes, actually. I don't mean to complain, but one certainly doesn't mind a bit of company now and then. Perhaps Perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the Weaver's acquaintance after all these years. I can hardly wait to pick her brain about the great battle of the Sons of Sigurd. The last Rivellonian who remembers it died more than 7,000 years ago.
How might I serve our mission? Ask, and I shall answer, if I can. Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfection, a hidden answer. I believe that Starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No. They will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of... Oh, Hunter. I have no... And yet, I do enjoy your companionship.
I wonder, do you know more about the Void? What it is? What lies at the heart of it?
What lies at its heart? Why, nothing, of course. The great absence of all that even the gods cannot comprehend. It eludes us, like infinity, or the finality of tick-tocking time.
wonder, do you know more about the void? What it is? What lies at the heart of it?
What lies at its heart? Why, nothing, of course. The great absence of all that even the gods cannot comprehend. It eludes us, like infinity, or the finality of tick-tocking time.
A question has me stumped, milady. Why are there two of us? Two beings that record all of history parallel to one another?
That is a good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in conception. Where you chronicle, I both chronicle and create. Where you arrive at conclusions, I spin origins besides.
Lady of Time, the weaver of history. I am your biggest fan, dear lady. Could I get your autograph?
It shall be my pleasure, Sir Imp. I'll embroider it in the first volume of your all-encompassing chronicles.
Good to like would you from Brunei this week. Oh, but it's a lower. Good to see you on the shed, like the imp said. Would you from Brunei this week? Oh, but it's a lower. Good to see, like the imp said to the ballista operator. Shoot.
How might I in the dicks I am I what I and quite I do, but I think know that but sudden new through these.
Question has me stumped, milady. Why are there two of us? Two beings that record all of history parallel to one another?
That is a good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in conception. Where you chronicle, I both chronicle and create. Where you arrive at conclusions, I spin origins besides.
Not here, not now. We'll be better off speaking in the privacy of the cellar. There are eyes and ears everywhere. You know the healer's clinic, don't you? Oh, what's his name? Theliron. Yes, behind Theliron's house of healing, along the cliffs, you'll find Reginald's sparse little shack. There I know we won't be overheard. He keeps a spare key right near the place in a pen guarded by a rather lonely little sheep. You can't miss the bugger. Not here, not now. We'll be better. It won't be the worst indignation.
I wonder, do you know more about the void?
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, there it is.
Unknown to all time, are you?
Leave it to an imp to try to fill our minds with all manner of magical gobbledygook. I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There, the enigma is solved. I knew you weren't the type to be taken in by such high-flying, pie-in-the-sky nonsense. Let the magical history imps fly their floating islands into the end of time for all we care. Then again, if what he says is true, and he really does know everything, he might be a mighty powerful ally to have. Imagine! Sorry, Zaxix, I haven't fixed your space carpet, but if you could tell me where the bearded source dragon of Fire Lake has made its nest, I'd be obliged. Useful indeed.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Cyseal's ramparts.
To Reginald's cellar, Source Hunter, before we're seen. Not here, not now. It won't be the worst.
Now this is valuable.
A little privacy at last. Out of earshot of that contemptible jester. We can finally speak freely. Where shall we begin? That charlatan doesn't have a lick of his own talent. So he begs, borrows and beats it from those of us with a real vision for the stage. What I wouldn't give to give old Reggie a swift kick in the jugglers. Oh, to have legs again. My true name is Nick. In life, I was an entertainer aboard the ship of the famed Pontius Pirate. I once dared to defy him and he savagely beheaded me for the attempt. Little did I know the abuse was only beginning. A wandering sorcerer, mad as the day is long, found my severed head on the beach and resurrected me. I spent months in his company listening to him blather on about his every inane opinion. When I asked him to return my head to my body, it must be in the Black Cove still, he became enraged and tossed my head into the sea. Reginald stumbled upon me some days later and consigned me into his horrid little show. I know not how long I've been entertaining slack-jawed imbeciles at the Sicil Fair. All I know is I just can't take it anymore. More than anything. But the chances are so slim with the Black Cove utterly infested with Pontius's undead cronies. My poor lost body is among them, sightless and silent in their vile company. For all I know, they're using it as a coat rack. Traveller, if there were any way you would brave the cove's depths and reunite me with myself, you'd be doing me the only kindness I'd have received in as long as my poor memory serves. It won't be the worst indignation.